Hello, good evening. It is Nemi Batstone here at Nemi's Crafty Cafe, coming to you live from my crafty space, which is officially clean and finally organized after months of dumping in this room and a weekend retreat. So I'm glad you are here to join me. And if you are, say hello, say hi with where you're from. Let me know if you're catching the replay, whichever. But if you are there, say hi, because then I obviously know whether or not the volume is working. But I will just double check here, make sure my Facebook page is up and running so I can catch it alongside and see where we're at. Okay, let's see here. Nope, don't want to do that. I kind of move things around, so it's just a little difficult to see where I am at. Oh, wrong page. That's probably why. Okay, so today I don't see comments yet. So just want to make sure that's working properly, because you know Facebook, it's gotta like, okay, I hear my voice and it looks like I don't have too much delay, which is always a bonus. I live 20 minutes outside of the city, and we've had Valley Fiber come in and lay all the lines in the ground, but they haven't connected to the house yet. And they said in October, so here's October, and hopefully that gets going. So I'll just start off with a couple of reminders. Just a reminder that this Saturday is World Card Making Day. So everyone all over the world, everywhere you can think of, will be sharing free videos and sharing free everything all across the globe. Every designer, every stamper, you name it. So Stampin Up is also offering a free 3-hour event from 2 to 5 Mountain Time. And so if you're interested in that, you can just head on to our Stampin Up website or my Stampin Up website, click on the Learn More for World Card Making Day, and you can register so you get notified. But if you choose not to, it's okay. You can just go to the page and it'll tell you where to go. So make sure all my volume's cranked up here. And then you're all good to go. Okay, so today I wanted to share with you some of the stuff we did this weekend, because I just finished with my team an amazing weekend event. We held our first Stampin' Up! Demonstrator Academy, which I did with my upline, Alana Wharf. And wow, wasn't sure we could pull that off. Hi Gail, thanks for joining me. And then on top of that, we literally had, I think it was like 15 minutes, 20 minutes to transition from Demonstrator Academy, which meant move all the extra chairs, rearrange the tables on one side of the room, to Retreat, which I think we did fantastic. Retreat looked like so much fun. Oh, it was so much fun. I'm going to be throwing up a reel to showcase what we did and how much fun we had, but I really wanted to share some of the details today, because I think everybody got an 8-foot table, and it was really comfy, it was cozy, and I think we're just gonna stick to that, which means I limit my seats moving forward. And our next in-person one will be in March, just after, right at the end of celebration, so we can celebrate. And I wanted to avoid all the, winter vacations and things like that. So it'll definitely be March 1st to 3rd. So if you're interested, work around that, because my seats will be limited. The food was fantastic. So we had a Thanksgiving dinner, like fully loaded Thanksgiving dinner. Amazing turkey that was so yummy and juicy. Thanks to Tamara at Taste of Time. So if you're looking for an amazing caterer who's local, she does a fantastic job. It's called Taste of Time, and that's not thyme, that's thyme like the herb, T-H-Y-M-E. So check out her Facebook page, message her. She does a fantastic job. She even did my parents' 50th wedding anniversary. So it was fantastic. The food was amazing. What else? Oh yeah, so we had this fully loaded Thanksgiving dinner. We had pork souvlaki and Greek salad with naan bread. We had so much food that on Sunday, I didn't even do my social lunch. I just loaded all the leftovers out. Some of us had pumpkin pie for breakfast. Couldn't help it because I was so full the night before I couldn't even eat it. Sorry, I had to drink some tea because I'm losing my voice here a bit. It's so cold. Are you cold, Gail? I'm freezing. Anyway, so let me share with you some of the fun that we actually had. Everybody at the retreat, and Barb helped me make these, got their own little name tag. So this little chalkboard, which you can clean and wipe off. Mine's got a little messy from transportation. And then we put all the, like the heat is on. I actually wanted to start my wood burning stove today. My husband looked at me like I was weird. I'm like, why not? So, he's like, the windows are all closed. I'm like, oh my goodness. So that's why I'm wearing a sweater. But we made these cute little name tags. So every time you come to retreat, you get a name tag. And Gail, here's our beautiful cookies. Gail's always on the hunt at our retreats for extra cookies. But didn't she do a fantastic job? Yeah, food was, oh yes. I was so happy you could make it last minute, Robin. It was fantastic. So this cookie is sitting here because I'm going to eat it right after we're done our Facebook Live. I'm so bad. Okay. What else did everybody get? So I wanted to share with you some of them because I don't often get to finish everybody else's projects because I also don't even see them until I see the final tutorial get put all together. And so ever since after retreat, I did like a major deep clean in I lost 24 hours just cleaning up this space here. Look, I even put stuff on the wall finally. So now I'm playing catch up. So I managed to create everybody's projects except for Barb's. So I thought I would save those for today because two of the designs that Barb created and shared with us at our retreat, and she's our newest designer, so are very quite popular card designs that a lot of demonstrators are already sharing today and are really like wow over. So I wanted to make sure you are wowed over it too and you haven't forgotten it. But anyway, this was one of Marie's projects that she made. Maybe I'll just move it to the table. It'll be a lot easier, right? Rather than trying to have me show you in reverse. So let me flip you. Get all set up here. So everybody that comes to our retreat gets a hard copy, digital copy of the tutorial. And then you get an exclusive Facebook page with all of the videos. So that's what I have here. So you can see you get colored photos and really detailed step-by-step instructions. So it becomes a 30-page tutorial. It's nothing it's something that is definitely not whipped together overnight. And if you like our projects that I share today and would like to learn how to make these or would like a copy of the tutorial, I do offer it for $39 and I do charge quite a bit because there's a lot of work, as you can see, that is put into these by my team and a lot of editing and organizing the pages and then printing time and binding time. So $39 is usually what I charge for just the tutorial only. So if you'd like a copy, just direct message me or send me an email at nemibcc@gmail.com. Okay, so, but I do need this. So this was one of Marie's cards. So this was a fun one, which was a reverse stencil. So, well, maybe I should tell you what they got as to why. So in each of their kits, everybody got a 6x12 pack of the Joy of Christmas DSP. It's gorgeous, by the way. So here's the B side. I burnt my thumb, so I can't even, that was funny. I did lots of, okay, it is right. Okay. Yeah, I was like hurting myself all weekend. So there's the 6 patterns on the B side, and then here's the A side. So beautiful, gorgeous paper. And that's what we used for the retreat. And then we also gave everybody this time around the new Snowflakes Guide embossing folder. So these are the beautiful things they got in their welcome kits. And then they also got the abundant decorative masks. So I love these. When we saw these in the catalog, right away, all of us were like, oh, I want those. And so there's a 4-piece stencil, which is amazing. Amazing. You don't get that. That's like a first for Stampin' Up. And then you got this fall one, which is super cool. And then a Christmas one. And yet, I forget what they called this one, but we were like, I don't know what you call it. It's a weird pattern, and I forget what it's called, but it's good because it's a nice masculine one, I think. But I can't even tell you right now. So they got that. And because we gave them all that, and 3 bundles that we worked with. Oh, and along with the gems, which I forgot to pull out, and the ribbon, which I forgot to pull out. So paper, embellishments, ribbon, and lots of treats is what you get. And so this was Marie's card, one of her first ones, which was the reverse stencil. Houndstooth pattern. Oh, houndstooth pattern. Thanks, Dawn. Thank you, thank you. So everybody got that? Can't wait to see what you all create with it. And then she did a 4 or 1 sheet wonder per se, 4 cards in 1. And look how beautiful those are. So I did change mine a little, actually not by much. All I did was change this one. She had us fussy cut this, and I was like, I'm too tired. So I changed it. And I also ran out of ribbon. So, because I was using it for another class I was creating. And so the ribbon that everybody got was this sheer ribbon. But as you can see, I used it for my upcoming monthly card club. And so when I was creating these cards, I ran out. So I had to use whatever I had in my stash. So it's supposed to be the sheer ribbon, but it's currently on back order. And then you have Ashley, who is our mixed media specialist, and she had us watercoloring. She did it all. We had to, I'm going to show you the detail in this. We had to watercolor. We had to heat emboss. And you could see we even heat embossed. And then we had to dry emboss with stenciling. Yeah, it was a lot of work. And then we even colored the ribbon. And you could see all the embossing that we did here. Like, it was, she's amazing. She's just amazing. And I love having her challenge us all the time. Like, we even, look, there's like heat embossed snowflakes, which was the stencil that we put on here. And we made this paper, by the way. This is all watercoloring using, which looks very similar and looks almost like the paper, right? So it was a great technique to share with us, because if you ever run out, like this stuff is currently unavailable at this time. So why not make your own, right? See, we made our own. Look at that. So when it's not available, create it yourself. So she did a fantastic job. And then there was, oh, I'm missing a few. Then there was mine. So this one, I really wanted to show how you can do different colors, tone out with bright versus dark. So this was my card, and we also used the snowflake embossing folder again, and used the stencils to show Christmas. So I did pinks, whereas Marie did blues. So it's definitely stencils you can use all year round. So if you don't have the stencils yet, this is definitely affordable and worth your money and can be used all year round. And then I showed everybody how to create northern lights using 4 different colors. And then we embossed it, or you could just blend it, or you could heat emboss it as well. But here, or paste it, sorry. So this one shows it with paste. So that was fun. And then that's 8 projects, because the other 2 projects we're going to do next, and that's Barb's projects. because I didn't have time. So I figured, oh, I might as well do them on Facebook Live and give you guys a sneak peek and show you a couple of the projects. So we had our upline, Alana, as our guest designer. And she created these 2 cards using the bundles that we also had and the paper that we offered. So this one features the Christmas classics. So everybody got the tutorial for that. And then as well as this one, which features autumn leaves. So they got 10 projects at the retreat. So that's a lot for $159 Canadian, right? Okay, any questions? Are you coming to the next one? Just give a hearts or a thumbs up if you're planning on coming in March. And I will remind you, so then that way you can guaranteed and get a spot. Okay, so I think I was one of the last ones. Yeah. Oh no, I was in the middle. Okay, so the 2 projects we're gonna work with today are Barb's projects. Oh, so things are going quick and fast. So I would just like to remind everybody too that I'm doing monthly card clubs again. So if you pick up the Christmas Classics bundle this month before the 15th of October, you can come to monthly card club for free. And monthly card club is always is usually like, I can't remember now. Is it $35 or $40? I can't remember. I had to up my price because of shipping. But you get 8 cards, or you make 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. And these are the cards. So it uses the Christmas Classics bundle. And if you're part of my team, you get it for free. So anybody that's on the Prairie Grass Stampers team, don't send me money. That's my gift to you, is you get my monthly tutorials for free. So you'll get the kit for this. So you'll get ribbon, you'll get embellishments, you'll get half a pack of designer series paper, plus all the cards, and as well as, yeah, I said embellishments. I think it's $40 now. But if you buy the bundle or place an minimum order of $45, then you just get my kit for free. Okay. And then on November 8th, I'm doing jumbo tags and bingo, because who doesn't want to play bingo? So that will feature trucking along. I haven't finished it yet. I have to assemble all the pieces. Then I'll show you the jumbo tags. But again, with the jumbo tags, you're going to get really super easy and simple. You're going to get 4 tags again, 2 of each. So that's 8 jumbo tags, plus a chance to win bingo. And that's $25. And that'll be November 8th, hopefully. I still haven't got my soccer schedule. And then on Sunday, November 12th, we have a Christmas mini album class. And so if you want to join Marie, she will show you how to make this mini album that has tons of fun folds and pockets galore. So this is the unfinished. And the reason I'm showing you the unfinished is because you can also come join us and create just a mini album and decorate it yourself for, I think it's $39.75, or you can get the whole package deal, which includes the berry suite, and you will walk you through decorating it with all the pictures, plus you'll get additional cards with it using the Memories and More cards, because you'll get the envelopes, the paper, yeah, the designer series paper, the Memories and More cards, plus the More cards envelopes, and all the pieces to make this. And if you can't come, then you can definitely order the tutorial yourself. It's a lot of work putting that tutorial together, and it takes a lot of effort, and it's very detailed. And you might get stuck actually, because it's really hard to explain how to fold these pieces, where to put your double-sided tape, how to create a pocket, but you kind of almost need to walk it through. But there is a tutorial only version for $20 if you're interested in that as well. So that is November 12th, and we only have room for 10, so sign up fast. And then my November 26th class is my next monthly card club class. I'll just move it up like this, and I'll just leave it as a snapshot, one for like 10 seconds. So if you ever want to pause, you can. So I've been working with a local coffee shop as well, and we're looking at doing stamp and sip nights. So you come into the local coffee shop and you'll get a free coffee, and as well as, not free, but a kit. So for $39, you get a coffee and you can pick out any kit you want, and we'll just kit the night away for a few hours and just enjoy each other's company. So that is coming up. I just don't have the date yet because we're confirming that this weekend, and it's going to be a monthly thing I'll be offering. And then I'm going to offer a stamp camp in December, but I'm still waiting for my soccer schedule, so that's why that's a question mark, because I'm hoping we get it this weekend. So that's it. And if you would like to order from me, make sure you use this host code, because then that's how I know who to send the monthly card kits to. Okay, fantastic. Now let's get back to creating. Okay, so the two cards that we're going to create were created by Barb. Is she here? I don't even know if she's here. Usually she's here, but I think she's bingo now on Thursdays or something, but usually she's here. Anyway, sorry, I had to take a sip again. So this uses Christmas classics. So I have two kits ready to go to save us time. And these are the intricate dies. If you haven't yet played with them or bought them, they are beautiful. Like, this one's probably my favorite, and I've been using these constantly in my Facebook Lives to maximize and show you how this kit can really go all the way. So consider getting it. If you don't have it yet, pick it up. Otherwise, and then you'll get a free monthly card kit, because that's what we're doing this month. And then here's the beautiful fonts that are like, we picked this because of the gorgeous fonts, of course. So love, love, love it. So we're going to be using this Pine Needles and then one of the sentiments. And I believe it's Deck the Halls. And then I can't remember I used on the other one. Okay, but we'll get going. Oh yeah, and I need my embellishments. Let me grab those. Because we need those. Yeah, these are the embellishments everybody received, because I know she embellished it too. The iridescent adhesive backed discs. They're really flat, but they're really bright and shimmery, which is really nice. Okay, so I'm going to keep her tutorial beside me because I don't remember all the details. And, okay, so we are going to be working on a squeeze box fold card. So this is a fun fold, and it uses a sheet of 4, it's actually not 4.5 by 11, it's actually 4 3/4 by 11. So it's very deceiving. However, when you're done, you're still at 4 1/4 by 5.5, which is your standard width, because this should be, make sure I cut that right. Yep. So this is the back of the card, and this is the front of the card. And then we have all our pieces. I think I have all my pieces. So if I miss any, we will add those in. But, oh, there is one piece. I was going to go a little rogue because, you know, I like to, and why not? All the designs and creations we provide you are there to inspire you, and you are more than welcome anytime to be different. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay. So let's build the fronts first, get our card bases. So one of the tips she shared with us, and I was like, fantastic. It was so brilliant, was to take these pieces. So this is the back. So you're like, how do I know and glue my front piece of my card together and make sure I'm 4 1/4 by 5.5? And so her great tip was use the back. I'm like, genius, but how do you use the back? So you line this up and then you put these together. So to make sure you don't, you get your lines right and your glue right, you're just going to take a Post-it note. So you need a Post-it note for this trick. Doesn't matter what size Post-it note, just make sure you take a Post-it note. And I'm just going to add part of this Post-it note. So the sticky side is facing up. And I'm just going to use the grids on my paper here to line it up. And I'm just going to add this here just to get it started. And then the rest will go on the front. And then I'm going to take my front piece. Oh, by the way, this piece is, I think 1 3/4 by 5.5. And I embossed it, obviously, as requested, using the snowflake sky, which was in everyone's kit. So anything and everything that was embossed was pretty much used with the snowflake embossing folder. So I'm going to line that up right to the edge. And what she showed us in the video was you can also go like this and make sure you're straight. And then I'm just going to push down. So I should be perfectly lined up, top and bottom. Oops, I just moved it. So I'm not. She's obviously way better than me. And line that up. So now when I add my adhesive, I don't lose place and I can just run my adhesive along there and then line this up along here without having to worry whether or not I am off. And immediately makes sure I am completely centered or it's not centered, but I am completely matching 5.5 by 4 1/4. Okay, so what I really liked too was this was wide enough for me to use tear tape. So I'm just going to take this template now and flip it and add my tear tape here. Now you could put it either way, I guess. You could put the bumpy side or the designer series paper on top and vice versa. But I believe it went this way in the instructions. Let's hope I'm right. Okay. So now that we have that on there, I'm just going to add this here. And I'm going to make sure I'm flush with the edge on all 3 sides. So I'm just tapping it there. And then now I can take off some of this tape. I always like to take off just a wee bit. Make sure I'm still straight. Yep, I am. So now I have my front and my back perfectly equal and leveled and together. Woohoo! And so, I notice I have a little bit of a hair there that's slightly bigger. So I could trim that, but maybe I'll do that later. So I don't want to do that now and ruin it. There we go. The front and the back. Now you're like, okay, how is that the front and the back and there's no middle? Well, that's why it's called a squeeze card. So now we're going to create the squeeze. That's so funny. Okay, we'll move that over. I'm laughing at myself. So here we go. This is slightly different and it's 11 and it's scored into quarters. So really easy to know which way it actually goes. And I believe according to the instructions, we are to make a, a mountain, and then a valley, and then a valley. So when you're done, you have a W, a W, or if you lay it flat, you've got 2 mountain peaks, like so. So there you go. Now, it's actually supposed to go this way. So your 2 flaps are facing up, right? So you're going up. So you technically have 1 mountain in the middle and then 2 valleys. So that's your W. Okay. Now to get this to line up, we apparently squeeze our middle together. And here's the back. So I'm just going to put that here on my grid paper to try on my grid template here and try and find the center. And then what we're going to do is try and center this on to the middle and glue that down. Okay, sounds simple, doesn't it? Yeah, it is. Well, I always get nervous and always think, oh, I'm going to screw up. So I'm going to use liquid glue because then it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. Make sure my edges and corners have glue. Okay, and then we're going to find that center. Roughly, just eyeball it. I mean, if you have a little OCD like me sometimes, then you definitely want to grab your Tim Holtz ruler and make sure that that's centered. Okay, so there you go. We still have, did I do that right? I did it wrong. No, I didn't. I just go the other way. Oh yeah, I did do it right. No, I did it wrong. Oh my gosh. Dun, dun, dun. Let's make sure. Let's make sure. Oh, yep, I did do it wrong. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. See? She'd be like, supposed to go this way. So let me grab another piece. Thank goodness I have backup. See? These are the fun things. Barb, are you there? Because she's probably laughing at me right now. So let me just cut another piece here because I screwed up. Ah, that's funny. So I thought I had another piece sitting here, but because I knew I would make a mistake. Ha! Okay, let's try that again. So it actually goes this way because we need all four there. Okay. So see, this is why we have videos. Also, I'm very nervous. I don't know why, but I'm nervous because I've never made her card before, and I'm sitting here on Facebook Live with you all. So be prepared. This was slightly, where's my 0? 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, roughly there. Okay. Now, let's make sure we got it right. Make sure we got it right. Make sure I did it right. Yep. I had to flip the tutorial to make sure I did it right. Okay, I'm gonna slide this guy down a bit because he's not straight and I got a bit of extra glue there. There we go. Phew, we fixed it. Okay, there's always a fix. Okay, so now we're flush with the bottom. We've got our mountain in the middle, our valleys on the end. Okay, we're good to go. So now we're just gonna add the top. I think this is like the hardest part of the whole card and freaks me out because I'm like, is it the right way? You ever done that, right? You make a card and then you realize, oh, I just glued it the wrong way. And now my card is completely upside down. And now it's opening the wrong way. Been there, done that a million times. And then you have to start all over again. Okay, so there we go. We did it right. Ta-da! And that is the squeeze. I guess that's why it's called a squeeze fold, because this is where you squeeze together. Cool name. Awesome. Okay. Yay. Now, oh, I just realized I forgot to cut a part. Okay, we forgot to die cut a piece. Do I have an extra one? Nope. Okay, so that's okay. So now we're gonna just decorate the inside. So there's 4 panels of white that go in here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what's really cool about this card is you can do tons of different patterns, birthdays, Christmas, Valentine's Day, whatever, all season, which is super cute. And with so many different colors of designer series paper. And then you can decide where on these 4 you would like to have your writing. So maybe you would want this and then your 2 middles, or maybe you want 3 panels and then just have 1 panel for writing. So I'm just gonna do 2, because that's what she did in her tutorial, and use the 2 middle ones for writing. And she's also, I'll just show you here. She's also die cut a few pieces and the berries and added. So these are fun little decorative ideas you can have. And like I said, I'm going to go rogue and just leave these 2 panels blank because I find they're small. And for me, I like to write lots of stuff inside mine. So it's going to need all the space it can get. I actually debated on putting this one here and one there just to give it that little detail. But now I'm like, nope, because I write big, so I can't do that. Okay, so this is so simple. So if you use, like, say, the back side and went here, you could add more pattern in here. You could heat emboss on there as well. Add more images if you like, but I'm just following hers and going with the red because I really like it too anyway. So all we're going to do is adhere this on. Put my initial in the middle like I always do to show some love, and glue that on there. So there's really only a 1/16 of an inch all around, so really small, what do you call it? Small edge, thin edge that goes all the way around. So this is a lot of fun. It's such a cute card, cute design that you could just make over and over again with multiple different pattern, designer series paper, and then as well as anything else. Okay, before I glue those down, I just want to stamp these. Okay, so that goes there, that goes there. We've got our patterns. Now she took the little, there's this little doohickey and little corner thingy, and I'm gonna grab my A block and put that on because I forgot, and grab my, I believe it's cherry cobbler. Hang on, I gotta get stuck. Need cherry cobbler, and I thought I pulled out all my ink colors already, but I guess I didn't. And I know I just need shaded spruce. So 2 colors for this one. And I'm just gonna grab this. I'm gonna grab my mat just in case. And I like the little detail that she did with this little guy and put him in the corner. Oop. Something went crazy with my screen here. So just give me a little, oops, goodbye. Oh no, what's going on? Something went crazy with my screen here. See, my computer's, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. The joy of being in the country. Okay. So, oh my. So we're gonna stick this in each corner because it's just a cute little detail she added in there, which I think is really cool. Forget about all those little ones that are sitting in there. And then this one, I'm just trying to remember because I did watch the video today. Just so you all know, and so Barb knows, that I just didn't go off the tutorial. I did have to watch the video because I wasn't sure how she really put all that together. I was like, what? I don't get it. Then I watched the video and went, oh, okay, that makes sense. Oakley dokley. So now we can just stick these on. Again, using our liquid glue that doesn't, it's a brand new bottle, so shouldn't be giving me issues. So I'll make sure those corners are down. And then we'll, again, only a 1/16 inch all around, rather than your usual 1/8. And then we'll stick this here. So I didn't, like I said, she put a greeting on here. I did not, because I do a lot of writing. So, and my handwriting's big, and I always sign it. Lots of love, Bart, Nem, Brady, Benjamin, Bishop. I don't put, you know, the Batstone family. I put all our names. So when you add 5 people's names on there, it takes up quite a bit of writing space. So I need all the space I can get for this card. So you just do whatever you like to do, is what I'm trying to say. But I like how she put in all the little details to decorate it, but on these 2. But I need all that room. Okay, there we go. And that is the inside of the card. Now we did forget one thing, so I'm going to close that up, let that dry, and then we're going to bring out the fancy cut one. But I'm going to find another piece of paper because we need the square that goes inside there. And I forgot to cut that. So I'm just going to grab my mini here. So it's about, I'd say it's about 2 inches, I think it is, or 2.5. So I'm just going to cut me a piece here. And I'll grab my mini so we don't have to bring in the big boss. So that's the other thing is when we have a retreat, I bring all my supplies. So it was actually kind of nice to be able to clean out my room, my space, and really give it a clean. And I took everything out. I took out everything from every shelf, from every drawer, from every cupboard, and just went and decided, nope, not keeping that. Nope, not keeping that. Now I think I need a major sale because there's a lot of paper that just been sitting. Do you guys have that paper that's probably been sitting for years and you're just never going to get around to using it? Well, that was me. Okay, so there we go. We got our little square from the one of the dies, because I forgot that. Always forget something. Okay. Oops. And I'll bring you back down again to the table. And I'm just going to get all these bits out that I didn't do earlier. Or you can leave them. Sorry, my thing's still swinging there. My camera stand. Maybe one day I can afford a real one that doesn't move. So you can keep these in here if you want. It's not a big deal. Sometimes I like to keep a few here and there, but I'll just get all these important ones. The ones that are inside, that doesn't bother me. I think it gives it character if it's stuck in there, if I don't poke those all out. Just gonna get that there. Now, if I was smart, I probably would have put a whole cling adhesive sheet on the back of these, because you can see these leaves are very intricate and can easily come off and rip. So even though your cardstock is super thick, it can still, see, rip through. So you got to be careful with it. It's pretty and all, but yeesh, very sensitive. Okay. But it's so fun. I don't know how many, I think this was embedded in my Big Shot, the pattern, because there was so much cutting of this going on at the retreat. But it is cute. I still think the other one, the longer one's my favorite. It takes up quite a bit of the cardstock as well, like your front. Oh, missed a few here. Probably missed a few others elsewhere, but that's okay. Okay, so let's get that junk out of the way, like so. And then we have to stamp this one. So I believe we stamp it with Deck the Halls, but she has us do a little bit of fun things with it. So I'm just gonna get my mat and a scrap piece of paper. So let me grab a scrap. This is probably thick enough, so maybe I'll just use this. and not use my piercing mat. Forgot to rip one of these off. And I believe we are to take this square and grab some shaded spruce, stamp off. I think we go straight, right? Yep. And add this guy to the middle. Or was that on the other card? Hang on, let me just double check. I could be mixing them up, because now I'm looking at this picture and going, wait a second, that's not what she has. Oh yeah, it's on the other one. I lied. So let's get rid of this for a sec and go back to Cherry Cobbler. I'm like, why do I have that prepped? I just have it prepped. So I'm just gonna make sure, oh, yep, I'm good. Sometimes my stamp pads, they're so juicy that it bleeds. So I wanna make sure that that's good to go. There we go. Especially when you don't use them for a long time. That doesn't happen, does it? Ha. Okay, so now this, and we just add this to the front of the card, like so. And then you can either, if you can either put dimensionals on this one or the other one. So I'm going to do it the opposite way, or the other way. So where I lay this one flat and add the dimensions to the bottom layer. Okay, so there we go. Then I'm going to flip it and add dimensionals to that. Instead, I was going to use the black, but then I realized, wait a second, this card is white on white, so we should be good. I always like to use the black whenever you're dark on dark, so you don't see those. It floats a little bit more, and because you don't really notice all the black. Where's my card back? Here it is. Okay, so then we're going to take that and stick this right on. Just center it by eyeballing it. There you go. Then we're going to grab our dimensions, or not dimensions, embellishments, and put a few of those ones wherever we like. So I'm going to stick one right there. I think she stuck hers in the center, but whatever makes you happy. Whoops. I think I got it on the right side. Yep. There. And one down here. There. Okay. So there's our card. That was card number 1. And yay, I'm finished one of the other projects. So only one more to go from Reetreat. Woohoo! And yes, I do keep these and gift them to special people, my friends and family, because these are special cards. So they do go to special people. Okay, so that was card number 1. And so if you liked that, just give me a thumbs up. And here's card number 2, which is called the patchwork card. So, or fractured, I guess is another word they use. So if you look up patchwork or fractured, you would find this card quite commonly used right now by a lot of people. Okay, so I know I didn't cut the DSP for this one because I ran out of time. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is we're going to cut the designer series paper to 4 by 5 1/4. So we're using that pretty one. Well, they're all pretty. Who am I kidding? And we've already used some of this. So this might actually be, because I know, no, it's still 6. It was the other pattern then. Okay, so we're going to grab this off. So we're going to cut 4 inches. So then I still have a 4 by 6 piece, which I can use for another card or make a second one. This one's so pretty. And then we're going to cut 3/4 of an inch off, or 5 1/4, right? Excellent. And then we can use, I think we can use this piece on the inside. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out. Okay. Because I'm just, going with a tutorial. that's how it rolls. Then I think I need another, oh, I have one. Okay, so here's all my other pieces already cut, my little 2x2 for the center, strips to do the fracture or the patchwork around it. And I think I had to do 2 panels. Yep. So one goes on the inside, like so, and then another one on the outside. Perfect. Now, and she said we also have a strip that can go along this bottom. So this one can go here. It's slightly shorter, but that doesn't matter because if you position it nicely, no one will be the wiser. It'll just look like it's part of the card. But why waste? So I'm just going to position that so it's equal and even as much as possible on all 3 sides. And that will be the inside of my card. How simple is that? Cute. So we might as well just stick that in. Okay. So we only have, again, a 1/16 of an inch all around. And get that lined up. So make sure that corner is right and the other corner is right, and we're good. There you have it. Now to do the front, I'll just put that there. So this piece goes with this piece. I'll move them like so. So we'll just, oops, we'll just attach that. I'm just going to use the same sentiment because I'm going to be boring. Oh, look at that beautiful wood grain on the back, right? Oh, I should put the flowers on that one. Right from that stencil. So cute. Okay, there's that. Oh, we're going to need this again. And then we're going to stick this to the front so then I don't lose it. Because, yeah, because we go all the way to the edge. Okay, I wasn't sure if we go all the way to just this edge or the card base, but she went all the way to the edge. So we're going to do that. You could just do it on this piece and have it end, or go all the way to the card front. But she used the card front, so, and I like that, so I'm going to use the card front. Now, this piece has a little bit of decoration. So this one's going at an angle, like so. So there's my angle. I'm just using grid paper. And then we're going to stamp. Here's where we do the double stamp. Yep. Okay. So we're going to take the green, which is shaded spruce, and we're going to add some ink to it. I don't want to get any of that on there. And we're going to second generation this. And she had it just like so. And then close that up. Move that out of the way. And she also asked us to take some of that shaded spruce. I use this a lot this week, so I want to make sure I got all my color. I don't know what dark green it is. So blending brushes, I have one for every family. And so I use it quite often. Multiple greens, obviously, so that I use the same one over and over again. And we're just going to do the edges. She also had it going over top, which I could have did too. Wasn't thinking. And then go like so. And then she had a little bit coming in from the top here. Just around. Just to give it a little more tone down. Just nice and light. You can go as light and dark as you want. So you can see. I went, just give it a little bit more vintage look, I guess. Okay. Now, where did I put my red ink? Does anybody see it? Found it. That's the other fun thing about retreats. Or when you're crafting with other people and you lose all your stuff and you're like, where is it? And then you realize, and the other person goes, you mean that right there? And you're like, oh, How did I not see that? Okay, so now we're going to add our Deck the Halls. So this is a diamond shape. And drop that on there. Couple seconds, and ta-da! Super cute. Super duper cute. Those all need to be cleaned. And then this now goes on the center of your card. Okay, so I'm just going to try and find my center. So two things. You can either just adhere to the front or use dimensionals. So I'm going to use dimensionals to pop it up. And I believe she did too. And you just want to eyeball this and put it either in the center or closer to the top, whatever your preference is. So I always put one in the middle because when you mail these and, you know, they get squished in the mail postman and their postal bags, you don't want that flat. So we're going to go right about there. And I think I'm about straight. I'm trying to eyeball it using those lines, but my grid picker. There you go. So now we're going to need our glue again. And the way this works is it goes like this. Well, you could go anyway. Really, you only need about 2 strips. I did 4 just in case. And I believe you just go around like a windmill and come this way and that way and go like so. Sweet. Okay, so let's try this. So I'm going to do this side first because then I can probably reuse it and go the other way, I think. So, yep, most likely. So let's try and glue this one first. So I'm putting glue right about up to that point. So I'm just going to add glue to the back like this, and then line that up as best as I can to the edge or the top like so. There you go. And then we're just going to trim off the excess. Where's my glue scissors? Okay. So see, there's some glue overlap. Let's make sure that doesn't fall off, because that would really suck if it moved. I'm just going to stick my hand there and trim that. Sweet. So now I can use this piece to go here, right about there. So you only need about 2 1/4-inch strips, I think. I think that's what she put in her instructions anyway. Okay. There we go. That's the other end. And then we're going to need a new strip anyway. So I'm a righty, so I got to work this way. So you got to go like this. Say right about there. Add our glue. Now, the fun thing about hanging out with everybody is you can work on whatever projects you want. You can just take your welcome kit home after. Don't have to do it while we're all together. And so, or, you know, it's great for when you're like, I don't know what to work on next. Or you're like, I'm stumped. I don't have any ideas. And these are designed to just help spark your creativity. Ooh, that's a new shirt. Spark your creativity. I like that. Remind me. There you go. And I did it right because they all line up. Yay. Ooh, might be a bit too much. Okay. So this should line up to that corner and should line up to this edge. And this is where liquid glue is kind of nice because you got a little bit of wiggle room to go with. Sweet. So pretty. So pretty and simple. I like those. Simple. That's me. Okay. So there you have it. That is the fractured or patchwork card that a lot of demonstrators are creating right now, and you see all over the place. Now you could add some ribbon or bling to it if you like. We could throw in some green dots in there, maybe. I mean, it's kind of pretty on its own already. We could do a couple on each side, but I think that would look weird. So we'll throw a couple off the page. Maybe don't want to be completely lined up. So maybe right over there. Yeah, you barely notice it. So you could add in a couple more here and there if you like. So there you have it. Those are the last 2 cards I needed to create for Reetreat, besides Alana's bonus cards. Those I'm probably going to turn into Christmassy kind of thing, because I think, oh, one was Christmas, one was fall. So I think those were my last 2. But these are the 4, those were bonuses. So I'm glad my regular ones are now done. So these are the 2 cards, along with all of these. Whew, that was a lot of work. But so much fun. Like, how many cards is that actually? Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 cards made by 4 designers on my team, and then a bonus set, which makes 13. Wow, 13 cards in one weekend. That's pretty impressive, including whatever else everybody else worked on. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's Thanksgiving, and it's also World Card Making Day. So don't forget to spend a few moments of downtime for yourself to create this weekend. I plan on waking up early so I can spend at least an hour just doing my own thing in my room, and then I'll be preparing for Thanksgiving dinner. So we have one. So Saturday we have friends, and then Sunday is dinner, and then Monday will be like rest, clean up, and get ready for the work week. Right? So I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving, and enjoy World Card Making Day, and we will see you again next Thursday. Thank you for coming and watching me and sharing with me, and we'll see you next week. Happy stamping! Bye!